And Danny's like, what are you talking about? He said, don't worry, just sign the deal, bruv. Get your money. With He said, nah, bruv. Like, what are you talking about? Obviously, he was talking about his brother saying that his brother is a junkie. He flips out, jumps over the table, leaps over there. Yeet!
Everyone's flying. Everyone's
Everything's
flying.
flying.
Scrambling on the floor.
Everything's flying.
Bro, if I was in that restaurant, I would have been fuming.
Gotta
I
clean
know
all
it's
this shit
dinner
up.
and a show, but like, come on, have some decorum.
Got plates to
This
plate
was a fancy place.
For
I
real.
don't want to be seeing some ghetto ass shit like this.
Welcome to the Outtake Show, the film podcast where we give Atlantis opinions within the movie and TV world. We've got the host of the most, Yarman and June's in the building. We also got the silent assassin as well, the Mazzavelli. Yes, guys, we're back for another week of our weekly review of Apple TV show Sugar. We're now on season 2, episode 4 of 15, and things are cracking up, man. Thank you to everyone that's been watching each episode of our reviews. Please do drop us comments down below on your thoughts of the seasons, the good, the bad, the ugly. We want to hear it all. But nonetheless, let's go through this episode. This episode is a crazy episode. You did see the episodes before me. There was little notes, little information that slipped through.
We were trying to do a recap of what happened in the episode. My bad.
But it was good to see. I mean, the notes was there, but it isn't what I thought it was.
I told you.
There was a flip. And I really enjoyed this episode. I'm personally really enjoying this season. I said in
I think this is the best episode yet.
It is, things are cranking up a huge knot. Let's start from the very beginning. It has a very cold open. It starts off with, once again, obviously, is
the
film
interrogation.
Noir. No, just before the interrogation, we had like a glimpse of the end of the episode. We had Sugar doing like a voiceover. It is a film noir, so he was doing like narration. He was basically breaking down like his species have rules, and one of the first rules they have is don't kill. We see like, I think it's a clock in the visuals. The camera's kind of slowly panning into it, and we're hearing sound effects where it can be perceived that Sugar is maybe breaking that very rule. Obviously, towards the end of the episode, it's kind of flipped upon, but I think the start is kind of showing that he may be breaking something that his species are not meant to be doing. From there, of course, we go to a flashback. We get 8 days earlier to what has happened, kind of showcasing, obviously, it has been revealed that the guy that went to the hospital is the officer, so we get a huge scene showing the officer doing that. But I think before that we get the flashback first. So we have him entering the hospital, going through. He heads straight through. Is it Chad? Ching? Who's the guy?
Jesus.
Is it Jesus? That's his name.
His name's Jesus.
Oh, the guy that in hospital that's sick and
dying. His name's Jesus, isn't it?
Okay, fool. So he pulls up.
But Chewie is his nickname.
That's the name I was trying to say. Chewie. Officer went to go see Chewie. But funny enough, he went into the elevator and Jim was in the elevator with him, literally like distance, like even like one step before each other, not knowing who the other person is. Obviously, Jin had other tasks in hand.
Yeah, it was worried about other things.
Had to get the drugs. He went to get the drugs, like we saw in the footage. Tries to run out, but he sees security. So it's somewhat of like fate that led him into his room. He had no connection to Chewie whatsoever. He just went in there to hide from security. He went in there, saw Chewie, and Chewie was already been visited by the officer, but the officer went inside the bathroom.
To the bathroom to get whatever he needed to get.
Chewie's like, help me, get help, call for help. Obviously, Mama
but
just
he's got pipes
drugs.
in it, so you can't really hear what he's saying. All he hears,
yeah. And obviously, Jin is like, you know what, bro? What? He hears someone in the bathroom. He decides to go straight into the closet to hide. And then he sees the officer go to Chewie. And I don't know if I have it noted on here, but he kind of speaks to him. I think it's Spanish, Portuguese probably.
No, Spanish.
Basically saying that what I'm about to do to you is I'm bringing you peace. Something along those lines. As he grabs his breathing tube and squeezes it, causing him to die.
Suffocate, bro. How are you gonna say I'm bringing you peace, and then suffocate someone.
Hey, man.
Suffocation is the worst way to die because you're drowning with air everywhere around
Yeah,
you.
and you see my man's face. I'm like, who is this guy? Wow, I'm losing my breath and literally dying. So he passes away. Unfortunately, Jin is not the best at hiding.
He makes a noise.
Makes a noise. Obviously, the officer goes up to him. If that's why people need to watch Better Call Saul, because this is what the guy does best, man. Obviously, the officer walks him slowly, sees him, takes out his phone, takes a picture of him, and he says the word "run." Then bam, title sequence starts. I love myself a good title sequence, man. That right there, that's good shit, man. That's good shit. So we get the story. We get how it happened, how we got the picture in episode 2. We know how he ended up in that room. We find out he had no connection to a tree whatsoever.
We now know where the picture came from and who took it.
Yeah, exactly that. So now the title sequence, and it goes straight into the interrogation room. Of course, we have Sugar in the room. Obviously, in the last episode, he went to the gang members' hideout. Well, not hideout. Went to the bando. There was police raid, and he was taken away with them as well. So he just explained who he was. He sat right beside the same officer that did this crime.
But now he knows it because in the previous episode at the end, he saw that he had the watch face inside, like the guy in the CCTV footage.
Which is so funny because like they have this brief conversation. Talk about Jude Law, about how Jude Law was like doing method acting, and they hanged out together. Obviously, the show likes to really go into the Hollywood and actor side of things, so I think that's why we had that little brief conversation. But then the officer tells all the officers to leave the room, and he knows that he knows he knows. The officer knows that Sugar knows that Sugar knows who he is.
Yeah, but then also the others left, but they went into the other room because you got those two one-way mirrors.
Yeah.
Two-way mirrors, sorry.
The officer, I think he secretly stops recording and obviously explains like, when did you find out it was me type shit. Man said, your voice and also the watch. Like I see the watch thing.
And so you did military time, yeah?
Yeah, so he knows he knows a lot of information about him. Now they have this brief conversation. Obviously, Sugar explains all the information he has. So this is all about Fire Cell, isn't it? What's Fire Cell? Officer basically explains to him, hey, like, I can't do nothing to you because I got a phone call saying to leave you alone. We don't know who the phone call came from, but he was told to leave him alone. But he explains that I'll leave you alone, Sugar, but Jin, I need to sort that out. Which really felt like a scene from The Heat. You've seen the scene in Heat with Al Pacino and Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. They're sitting in the coffee shop, in the coffee in the coffee place, the diner. They're sitting in the diner with each other and they're basically like talking to each other like, I gotta do the crime. If you get in my way, then I have to take you down. And it's like, if you do the crime, I'm gonna take you down. It felt very much like I gotta do what I gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do type of thing. They had that conversation.
Stay out my way and I'll stay out yours.
Exactly that. So they part ways. And then obviously we go to Sugar heading to the hotel. He checks his cameras and that's where he sees the love interest once again, being a little bit too nosy, walking through his apartment, going to his chest of drawers, leaving something in there. Which, how do you feel how he reacted? Because he went straight downstairs to the lobby, saw her talking to her colleagues, and she was like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" And my man's just like, "You was in my room."
Yeah, no.
With her colleagues just there next to her.
To be fair, like, why did she just pull up into his yard? How did she get access?
Fair, but someone like Sugar, I thought it would be a little bit decorum, to be like, can I just talk to you for a second?
Nah, personally, I don't play about my privacy. Why are you in my room? Why are you in my room?
I hear it. Obviously, they talk to the side. She explains that I put a note in there. I was being flirty with
No, just leave it under the door, bro. Why would you do that?
That's the thing.
That's why I think she's weird.
Yeah. Apparently, she spoke to the cleaners there. The cleaners there free. First of all, cleaners.
Fired.
But something like that has happened to me when I was on holiday, where like they'll let like a stranger say, "Oh, I need to get in this room," and they'll just that happened to me.
No.
I was in Thailand. We're in the room. and a woman thought our room was their room, and I can hear them from the door, basically telling the person to open the door. And I was saying, like, obviously, I was naked, basically naked on the bed, innit? And I was like, no, like, you can't come in. The housewoman just opened the door for this woman. And I'd be like, bruv, like, what are you doing? Obviously, made the complaint. They gave us some little something to accommodate.
Good. No, because one time that happened to me when I was staying at like a Premier Inn.
Yeah.
But I had the room to myself. Bro, it was like at silly o'clock in the morning, yeah? I'm knocked out. I'm asleep. I hear the door open wide.
Yeah. Oh! Were you sleeping?
I was sleeping. It was at night.
Jesus.
And then I like wake up and I'm like, and then they close the door. I'm like, and
That's
they were like,
scary.
They were like, oh yeah, we thought that the room was empty. Well, you clearly know the booking was done. So what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like a woman on my own in a room.
Yeah, that's scary as hell, man. That's crazy. Yeah, you need to sort that out. I don't know why.
So the cleaner fired.
Has to get fired.
She needs to behave herself. You could just throw the note underneath. It's not like he's not gonna see it. Opens the door as soon as he looks down on the floor. What does he see? A note.
Yeah. You were saying, I think you said this off camera, that you're not really buying the whole.
No,
note
I don't
thing.
trust her.
Do you still think she's
up to something?
a double agent or something
Yeah.
in the cast? I'm skeptical. It's funny because I saw the trailer, and the trailer did reveal that obviously he gets a little touch. He gets a little touch. The trailer showed it. He gets a little touch, so I know it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah, but they might have told her to continue.
Yeah. The question is whether or not is she just doing it because she's interested in him, or is she doing it for another game? We don't know yet. We still don't know where she works for as well. I think she works for the company that he's trying to
and those guys are still looking serious as well.
Yeah, her colleagues look like rich, government like higher ups, big ups. So like, it's gonna be intriguing to see how that develops. Nonetheless, we go through. We head back to the officer. The officer is trying to dig into Sugar. Obviously, you can't get anything information on him. I think he's saying that in the peace department with his colleagues, explaining that there's no information on Sugar. The officer basically explains. Do we even know the name of this guy? He's just the officer. I'm just calling him the officer. I don't think he's given a name.
I don't think they actually said a name, and I think there's a reason for that.
Yeah, we're just gonna call him officer for now. So I think there's like a little flashback because he explains to his colleagues, hey, like, don't worry, I've got this sorted out. We get a flashback. We see the officer with Hannah. So Hannah's connected to Jin. Obviously, Jin used Hannah to help him get the drugs out of the hospital. We see the officer go to Hannah and basically blackmail her, saying, remember I think it was episode 2, Sugar was going inside the hospital and someone was packing their boxes into the car, basically saying they got fired. Turns out they got fired because of what Jin did. She got hit with the blame when it wasn't her, because Jin stole the key card and stole it from her. I think Hannah helped Jin steal the key card from her. So the police officer saying, I know you did that. Lucky for you, I'm not a DEA agent, so I don't care about the drugs. I just want Jin, flush him out, and we sort it out. You won't get fired from your job. So now Hannah's now helping the officers. Obviously, she doesn't know that this guy
he's a dirty cop.
He's a dirty cop. So we go back to present time. He says to his colleagues, hey, we just have to wait for the call from Hannah to basically flush out Jin so we can sort him out. Sugar is checking in on Val. Because obviously she's tailing Hannah.
Yeah.
During this whole time. Sugar visits Danny as preparing for his Vegas fight meeting.
And then he's like, oh yeah, like, I don't care. I hope my brother dies and overdoses anyway. I'm like, so why did you even bother hiring him? What is this all for then?
Yeah, but I do think this plays into like siblings. The love-hate relationships we have with siblings. Obviously, Danny's like, bro, I don't care. By the way, I didn't know my man's friend. I knew Jin's friend. I know who he is.
Yeah.
Sugar's like, bro, why didn't you tell me 3 days ago? Bro, I don't care. Let him die. type
and
shit.
It's just like, so.
I think the friend's name's Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
Obviously, then Danny admits this. Certain information. Sugar obviously goes to
Tyler's
house
parents' house.
to find out. Obviously, Danny then goes to his Vegas meeting, and this is where I mean about like a love-hate relationship, during which Danny is basically offered to deal. He's sitting on the table.
Only in America. He's talking to Don King. Don King's like, come to LA.
I got you.
Come to Las Vegas, just sign the contract.
And while he's doing that, there's another table right behind him, making snicker remarks. Danny's like, what you talking about? He said, don't worry, just sign the deal, bro. Get your money with it. He said, nah, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Obviously, he was talking about his brother, saying that his brother is a junkie. He flips out, jumps over the table, leaps over there.
Everyone's flying. Everyone's flying. Scrambling on the floor. Bro, if I was in that restaurant, I would have been fuming. I know it's dinner and a show, but like, come on, have some decorum.
Got plates to
This was a fancy place. I don't want to be seeing some ghetto ass shit like this.
But this is what I mean by in terms of like love-hate relationship. When one moment he's like, let him die, another moment he's like, only I can hate my brother. Anyone else says anything about my brother,
I can call him a junkie. You can't.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is kind of scarce because now he's balancing blood and career now, because like this was his moment, get the Vegas job. Obviously we see what he does.
I think he's still gonna get the job.
It's like animal engineering. Like,
no, it's just like extra proof. It's like adding another citation on the CV.
Like, look what I can do. look at fair enough.
Reference page.
For real. So that happens. Then we go back to, of course, Sugar now knows about Tyler. Goes to the house.
He's trying to find out where they are.
Trying to find out where they are.
He looks at the fridge.
Yeah, he starts connecting the dots about the officer's plan. He starts to realize, okay, they're connected to Hannah.
Yeah.
He now realizes what the officer said something to him, and I think he connects the dots of, okay, why did he say that? He said just give it. I think the officer said something about just give it time. It will be sorted out, something like that. And I guess Sugar's like, okay, what did he mean by that? What is his plan? I think he connects the dots of, okay, the officer is trying to set up something to flush out Jin. Obviously, we already have Vargo already following Hannah. So he basically tells her like keep an eye on her, and obviously this girl's clearly not good at following people, because they go into the mall. Sugar's speeding over to get to the mall, to help Val
to get Hannah, and she loses Hannah.
She loses Hannah in a middle second.
No, it's like he's like, oh, you got eyes on her? Yeah. She looks up, gone. One bun, another one gone.
Gone like the wind. The police officers obviously pull up, but they do nothing. Obviously, Hannah meets up with Danny. They do the trade off. I think the money trade. She gives him the money. He gives her the drugs. They head out. Obviously, everyone's confused. Like, where were the officers? Hannah's like, where were you guys? He said, don't worry, it's all sorted out. Obviously, all they wanted to do is put trackers on Jin's car. Obviously, the officer's not even there. He's playing golf with one of his work friends. So he's not even in the actual building itself. It really shows that this guy is very taskful, and he's done this stuff before.
I think he either worked for a Secret Service or a Navy SEAL.
Same. He definitely has some form of deep Secret Service type of training, for sure. Especially how he holds his watch and how he keeps telling. He's definitely the Don Dada. Everyone is in his
pocket, essentially. They just follow him.
Yeah. So that happens. Where are we at right now? So the other thing's out. Yeah. So Sugar goes back to the house. No, he's in the mall. He sees a big picture of the desert.
And he sees a Joshua tree.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wait a damn minute. Goes back to the yard, sees the photo of Danny and Jay.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know where these boys are. Pull up. Okay, I pull up. He's driving up. He's driving up to like where the Joshua trees is in the desert of California. And also it has to be a Joshua tree because they're very endangered trees in California. That's why you're able to identify them, and like you can't do anything to them.
Oh, they're meant to be like knocked off, like precious.
Yeah, it's like if you do anything, you get like a crazy fine, like that flower.
Oh, fair.
In the Euphoria.
Yeah, cool.
So, and they're very easy to identify.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, cool, I know where he is. And then he pulls up to, obviously, the yard, the Joshua tree, and he finds Tyler and G.
Yeah.
G is high as a...
This guy, bro. You know what? Yeah, I get it. He did the job. He got the drugs. He celebrated. Turn up.
But he's always turning up.
Yeah, bro.
Every time Sugar finds him, he's turning up.
Yeah, this guy's lit. He's drugged out. Obviously, Sugar gets there just before the police.
And then he realizes the police are coming.
Yeah.
So what happens with Tyler?
He tells Tyler, hey, he has to come up on his feet. Police are pulling up. He says, Tyler, go run to the desert. If you don't see me in the next 3 minutes, just keep sprinting down. He shoots off. Obviously, the issue is that G is drugged out. We can't carry him out. The police are here. So we kind of have to like figure things out. So he gets Tyler to get out of the house. He's going to sort it out.
He hides his car.
Yeah.
And
I think Sugar's like, first of all, Sugar's like, let me get the gun, get the knife, get all the weapons.
Yeah.
Then he sits down, he sees there's still a bunch of drugs laying on the table. So he gets a quick idea.
He's like,
I know
I'm gonna make this nigga OD. No, but that's what he said. He thought.
Literally. So we cut to the officers coming in, and they see G literally with a needle inside of him, with blood kind of sticking out.
Mind you, again, the clock.
Yeah.
The clock from the beginning. It wasn't the clock from him killing well, it was potentially him killing him, but it was the clock to make sure that G has enough time to be resuscitated.
Exactly that. The number one rule, don't kill anyone. Which in a weird way, he kind of broke.
By killing him.
He broke it to save someone,
yeah.
which is a weird little play on things.
He didn't actually kill him. He like OD'd for like a few seconds.
Yeah, so he explains that, I made him OD because I get 3 minutes. I think it was 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was 3 minutes.
After 3 minutes, I can't bring him back, which is crazy information to know about. Obviously, he's aliens, so probably study the thing. Obviously, officers are there. They see him basically dead. To be like, okay, the job's essentially done. Obviously, the officer, the Don Dada, is staying there. He's still like examining. They do a search. Obviously, Sugar knows how to hide behind the door. They can't find him. They don't see anyone else in there. They believe that Tyler's probably just gone. They decide, they wait a couple seconds, obviously time's ticking. Sugar's like pressuring. Obviously, he said, number one rule, don't kill no one. He has to bring this guy back to life or he's broken his rule. The officers go, you know what? Take the money, take the drugs, let's get out of here. They kick rocks. Sugar dashes like Usain Bolt, runs through, starts doing the compressions. He uses some next like pump thing on his nose. I would have wished Common Domingo used that on Zendaya in Euphoria, because shit, it would have got a different ending.
I don't think it was over 3 minutes, mate.
Oh yeah, she slept. She woke up dead. She woke up and they were like, oh, shit.
How you gonna wake up dead, bro? She died in her sleep.
But yeah, he does suffocation. He does all the procedures to bring him back. Obviously, it's a TV show. It gets very dramatized. We're seeing slow motion. We're seeing cut throughs. We're seeing flashbacks and shit. He's stressed. It fades to black. Then it cuts to him waking up. And then I think it's like a slow little pan mid-shot of them together, and then just ends. I love how this episode's ending. I love a good end to an episode. What do we think? What do you think is going to be next now? Obviously, Sugar brought him back.
G is going to be pissed that the drugs and the money is gone.
Oh, that's the first thing he's saying. Like, first of all, who the fuck is you? Am I arrested? Where's my money?
Where's my drugs? Where's my money? Where's my drugs? And where's my Tyler? In three.
That's the name of this episode.
Where's my money? Where's my drugs? And where's my Tyler?
Where's my Tyler? My Tyler. We do have. So next episode gonna be interesting. Obviously, the big dog, the big Donner, the officer believes G's dead. I think that is our advantage for sure.
Yeah, but they're gonna find Tyler's.
Oh yeah, Tyler's still out there, and he doesn't seem that smart.
No, that one is not the sharpest tool in the box.
We need to go grab.
That's a blunt chisel if I ever saw one.
We need to go grab Tyler. So we need to see.
We need to talk about Tyler.
we need to talk about Tyler for real. I guess we're gonna get more additional information now that Sugar's found G. So hopefully G can spill the tea about everything that's going on. Maybe he knows what Fire Cell is all about.
Yeah.
So we can get information about that. I do like to say this season's only 8 episodes.
I think Fire Cell has to do with drugs.
I think so. I think it's gonna be drug related.
And I think it's to do with that big manufacturing company.
because those drugs he was taking were like some next blue pill thing. It's quite interesting seeing that. Everything might actually tie together in a nice little ribbon.
bow.
Yeah, so we shall see. We've got a few episodes left. I think next episode is going to be a lot more reveals. I'm excited. I guess the main thing I want to know
Because
about...
I think they were trialing the drugs in the hospital, but he didn't know which ones to take, so he just took some random pills. And then it turned out that the drugs they were trialing on the guinea pigging on people. But then Chewie was supposed to also do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why he was in hospital, and they were going to do that for him. For his boys, they were going to go over and take the drugs and then use it for fire. Was it cell fire?
Fire cell.
Fire cell.
Yeah.
But then my guy did it, so that's what's happened.
Oh. They're using probably his blood for like pills and medication and stuff. I'm intrigued to see how it plays through. I think the main thing I want to know about his love interest. Like what's going on over there?
I don't trust him.
Yeah, there's something afoot over there. I do remember saying there's going to be multiple cases going on, so I wonder if a new case breaks through or a new case opens up.
If she doesn't work for the guys, she's another alien.
I think so. It has to be one of the two.
Cause
she just feeling, man. It's Colin, man.
Nah.
It's Colin, man.
No.
It's Colin. He's coming through.
You know, all I
he has to smell good.
All I can think about is that interview where he's on the red carpet and someone's like, "So who are you gonna snark tonight?" And he was like, "You, if you keep looking at me like that."
He said that.
Yeah.
If I was a girl that was interested in him, I would have fainted.
No. Me and my homegirls giggle about that all the time.
I'd be like, what did he say?
When he was young. It was when he was young too.
Oh, that's when he was
dangerous.
And that's when he was a bad boy.
Hey.
I don't think enough people know Colin was a bad guy.
He was a ruffian.
Yeah, he was outside. Like the nice little calm chill, like, how you doing, mate? You good?
No.
Back then?
When he really matured into dad.
Yeah.
But back in the day, he was poppy.
And he was outside. Colin.
What do you actually mean? If you kept looking at me like that. That was on a media line.
You know, he must have tapped. It's Colin, man. Colin. He said, no, and he's got the accent as well. No, for real. Like,
No. With an accent.
Yeah.
Oh, if you kept looking at me like that. Bro.
You have to. It's like
Have you ever actually had a conversation with an Irishman and you just hear that accent?
I can imagine.
I get a bit lost, and then I realize what they're saying, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on.
Because it's a mixture of Irish, the accent, but also the Irish hospitality. They're very like swervy and very chilled and very like, especially if you're doing it to Americans or someone that's like bad vibes. You come with the Irish swag. I can imagine that. I don't know if that works in the female side of things. Are Irish female have that type of like finesse?
I think so.
They have the hospitality, but do they have that finesse?
Yeah, surely finesse is beyond the sexes.
I'm sure. I just don't hear much Irish female men speaking in the same vein as the Irish males.
But I think it's just because like everyone's just not really clocking it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. We digress. We're talking about the human. We didn't talk about the alien.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's everything we have on episode 4 of Sugar Off 15. I don't know why it's called Off 15. Is that the highway or something? Maybe something like that.
15.
Off
15.
Off 15. It's the name of the episode. Off 15. I don't know that. I don't know.
15. Time?
Yeah. Off 15. I don't know.
Is it time?
Maybe.
Or maybe it's... Yeah, it might be the location.
Oh, probably. Next episode will be episode 5. It's called Unknowns. So hopefully we'll see what happens there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to comment down below your thoughts of the season, any predictions you have. The season will be over quite soon. I think we've got 4 episodes left. It's gonna be intriguing seeing how things all unfold. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Until next week.
Bye.